Good evening. Welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Sunday, June 19th, 2022. In the United States, today has been Father's Day. And to anyone who is stepping up into the role of father in a child's life and doing so in the most positive and well-meaning way possible, I salute you. I've got great respect for fathers who step up, support their children, love them, and give them guidance, and hopefully show them by example how to be men and women. Anyway, tonight's topic is about a recent announcement made a few days ago by the World Health Organization, who has announced that they are going to be seeking a name change for monkeypox. Let me share a screen here, and I'll show you. There were several articles about it. I just stopped on this one, and a simple search will get you to articles about it yourself. Okay, now their fear is that the monkeypox label is stigmatizing. I don't know that any simians have stepped up and said they were offended to have a virus named after them, but you know, it's not impossible, right? Okay, I'll try to keep my snark to a minimum tonight, but some of this stuff is just so outrageous, you have to just chuckle and laugh. But actually, in 2015, the WHO did change their policy and said that diseases in the future needed to not be named after people, countries, or animals. And so if anybody now knows the politically correct name for either Spanish flu, German measles, avian flu, or swine flu, will you please put it in the comments and let me know? I want to be politically correct, and I didn't know about this. So I will change my wording on those diseases if they ever come up in a read again. Anyway, at the time that they made this announcement last Tuesday, there were 71 active cases, identified cases of monkeypox in the United States of America. Now, I looked up the square miles in America. I divided that by 71. And I think if you're in the United States, you should be concerned because there is one case for every 49,741 square miles. Okay, now, there were actually 15 cases in California and 15 cases in another state. So that means that 48 states are sharing 21 cases. Any way you want to look at it, I don't see that this is a world issue. It's a concerning disease for those that have it, but it's I don't see the concern, but maybe the cards do. So I thought, hey, let's ask the cards tonight if they have information or insights about the real reasoning behind this. Monkeypox, by the way, was named in the 1950s when it first emerged and was labeled. So up till now, it's been kind of grandfathered in with the name it had from the 50s because the policy for WHO didn't get established till 2015. So my question is, are they righting a wrong so that there's no offended apes out there? Or is it that they need a scarier name for the disease because we're not suitably fearful about it yet, despite their efforts to make us fearful? And what does the universe want us to know about this upcoming name change, the reasons behind it, and how we should feel about it in general? I'll set my ego aside. I've kind of already let you know my feelings on it. Let's see what the universe has to say. Okay, hang on. Okay, our first card is the Magician. Then we have the Nine of Wands, King of Cups, Devil, Four of Swords, Ten of Cups, and the Moon. Interesting spread. We'll talk about it in just a second. Interesting spread. Okay, the Magician is what is indicating the querent, that's us tonight. And the Magician is a card of manifestation. And we are wondering what is behind the WHO attempting to change or make manifest a new name for monkeypox. Now, the situation is clarified by this. The WHO is feeling a little beleaguered, and they're just not very happy that we are not sufficiently alarmed and begging for lockdowns and intervention and lots of bureaucratic oversight to protect our health. In the recent past, the King of Cups stepped forward and said, hey, let's do something about it. The King of Cups is in charge of emotions, and who is wanting to be in charge of our emotions? Now, he doesn't have to be, he can be a tricky nature. And so being in charge of your emotions and in control is a good thing, but the organization wants to be in charge of our emotions. And this card has a tricky nature unless it's well aspected. Look here. It is not well aspected. We have the Devil card for the present situation. So the name change has nothing to do with stigmatizing. There has been no organizations of gorillas or chimpanzees or orangutans that have complained about the name change. It's simply that we naughty people are not getting alarmed enough about the current disease that they want us to be alarmed about. Okay, then we have, for the near future, we have the Four of Swords, and that means that there's some information that's being hidden from us. Gee, I always expected the World Health Organization and CDC to be totally candid and honest with us, didn't you? I'm sorry. There I go getting snarky again. I am so sorry. But let's look at our advice and clarification, okay? We have reason to celebrate, okay? This is not going to be the next big earth-ending event that we are being led to believe we should be worried about. However, the moon is, we've got the trickiness here. The moon is about dishonesty, and we need to be just aware that we're not being dealt with honestly, and that's that hidden information, okay? But we know that they're looking for an emotional response. They haven't been getting it, so they're going to ramp it up. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of a name they come up with for monkeypox. Okay, let's look at a few other cards and see what they have to say. Should we be alarmed? What's going on? We got the Four of Wands, which is the celebration card. And that's just confirming that our health is not at risk to the extent that entities would have us believe. We have the Six of Wands, and that's a victory card. Ace of Cups, again, that's our feelings and emotions one. We got this, people. We got this, people. And looking ahead, we're going to be setting out in new ways, reliably looking at our world in new ways, and let that happen soon. I've got a little information for you folks at WHO and the CDC, from my own childhood. My mother used to threaten to run away because her two children were so bad and rotten. And she would pretend to pack a suitcase or call for airline tickets and just try to get us upset and scared. And she did when we were little, she did. And then as my brother, he did it first, and then I stopped reacting and acting fearful when she made those threats. They stopped. Yeah, I know that's emotional abuse, and I did my best to stop the cycle with my own children and never get into those kind of nutty mind games. But that's what the WHO and CDC have been doing with us. They've been playing on our emotions to the point that we have wised up and not gotten apathetic, but just developed a wait and see attitude. And yeah, we've heard this before. What else have you got? That's what I think anyway. And hey, this is called Laura's View and Tarot too. It's not Tarot and a little bit of Laura's View. So anyway, that's it for tonight. If you enjoy my channel, you know what to do. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. And your time is really precious, and I thank you that you spent some of it with me. I try not to take up too much of your time bringing current events or items to our collective attention. Good night.